Hello everyone and welcome to Katharine's Creatures. This is the series where I get to talk a little bit about and touch base upon various mythological creatures, beast beings, and the like pulled from lore worldwide. And I always like to preface by saying I am not a linguist, so if I mispronounce anything along the way, I do apologize in advance. And today's creature feature is actually in some ever so slight way, similar to the one I talked about last week. And we'll get to that in a moment if you've been paying attention. But today we're talking about the Makara. And this is essentially a sea creature from Hindu mythology. And for those people who know astrology or enjoy astrology, in Hindu astrology, the Makara is the zodiac sign that relates to Capricorn. So there you go, fun fact. But as far as this mythological creature, what is this about? It actually appears most often as a Vahana, hopefully I pronounced that right, which is essentially means vehicle. And so it is used like a horse or another kind of device to transport people, but instead of people, a variety of deities, including the river goddesses Ganga, Narmada, and the god of the ocean, Varuna. And so you can kind of see again these water deities, a water creature is their choice of transport. It in itself, the Makara, is a guardian of gateways and thresholds. It's also known to be a protector of throne rooms and entryways into temples. And because of that link to temples, it is often depicted as part of the temple itself in a kind of gargoyle form. But remember, it is a protector of entrances and also revered among the deities in the Hindu belief. So keep that in mind. It is also sometimes depicted as a sort of spout for natural springs, again relating to the fact that it is an aquatic creature. And it is used as symbol, or the image of the Makara is used as the insignia for the god of love, Karmadeva, as well as you'll see its images utilized in earrings worn by a slew of other deities. So pops up a lot in the fact that it is a good non-human entity, a good creature, and we don't get a lot of those. I feel like we've seen a lot of malevolent stuff, so it's nice to see one that is on the positive side of things. So as far as the Makara, some other kind of interesting things about it before we kind of go to its description, because I think the description's really cool and that's where I'll leave off. But the Makara in Sanskrit, so in that writing, translates to the words, or akin to the words, sea creature, sea animal, or crocodile. And the crocodile is the important thing because that relates to what it kind of looks like. Depending on the description, because the fact that it is able to go on land and in the water, half of it is, looks a little bit more like a land animal, and the other half looks a little bit more aquatic. So usually it's the upper half, the four parts of this creature take the form of either a stag, a deer, maybe even an elephant, and the rear of this creature could take the form of a fish, dolphin, snake, and even, on rare occasions, a peacock. Which one's really interesting to me? I'm like, where did that one come from? But it's always somehow relating to a crocodile or an alligator in its shape as well, which is, I thought, a little interesting. The fact that there is some kind of reptilian, either in form or in the way it acts, in the shape of the Makara. But anywho, that is what I have today. If you have anything to add to this, please let me know in the comments. And if you have any questions or comments about this creature or any of the other things I've talked about or my fantasy books, please post them in the comments down below or reach out to me on any of my social media. And until next time, everyone, Skål.